Welcome back to Studentomics TV. A popular question that I get asked all the time is, should I budget? What should my budget be like? What do I do about budgeting? And I'm kind of weird when it comes to budgets because I don't have a traditional budget. I've never really gotten into budgets because for me it's like tracking calories, you know? I've never once tracked calories or my spending, but it's also because I know what's happening. So if you have no money in the bank and if you're out of shape and if you're just not getting the results that you want, and you have to budget and you have to track your calories to see what's going on, right? Because if your bank account's in the negatives, you want to know why. So you want to, budget, not in the traditional sense, but you want to look at your spending and see what's happening. So how do you even do this kind of stuff? Because you're probably thinking, oh man, I don't want to get a spreadsheet, and it's stressful to a lot of us, like the idea of tracking calories or budgeting and writing everything down. You don't have to do that. The one thing that I do when I want to see what's happening with my spending or when I have goals, I usually try to have goals, but when I have specific goals, is I use the ATM Class Principle. So what is this? The ATM Class Principle? I used to have ATM classes when I was in college. And I don't know about you, but I'm not a morning person. So I'd have to wake up at 5 o'clock to get to these classes on time. And then I would just sit there and I would just daydream and I would jot down ideas. And then I started jotting down my finances. So while I do hate tracking my money, it is fun to plan and to daydream about things you can do. So I would write down what I have. It wasn't that much back then, right? I was a student. So I'd write down my starting point, what I have, and what I want. So let's say you always start off small. So first you want to see how you can plan for a Cancun trip or a vacation or maybe a new TV. So you want to know what you need, and you want to see what the difference is and how you can get there. So I would try to budget in I would try to plan based on what I made. So let's say I knew what my paychecks were going to be. I would try to budget put aside $100 every 2 weeks. I would try to have a timeline, so that made it easier for me to reach my goals. Because trying to track every penny is annoying. So this way, at least when you set goals, you have something to look forward to, and then you think of ways to get there. You try to you don't spend mindlessly. Because a lot of people, they tell me, oh, I spent too much money or I didn't reach my goals. But it's you need to know what your goals are and why you're saving. So when you know why you're saving and how much time you have, roughly, it makes it much easier. And the next thing I would highly recommend is to look at your problem areas. So the beauty about technology now is when we talk about budgeting and tracking money, you literally don't have to do anything. Because I use Tangerine, I'll include a link in here, and they just organize everything for me. I try to use my debit card for most purchases, or I'll use my credit card for bigger stuff, just for the points and credit card hacking. And Tangerine, my bank account, will literally tell me what my money is going towards. I don't know how they figure this out, but they'll show me. They'll be you spent X amount, 20% on entertainment. Let's just say 50% went towards investments. No, it didn't. You know what I mean? And then X amount went towards housing. So the trick is to look at that and try to find your problem areas. So maybe at the end of the month, even if you're happy or if you're not happy with how things went, just look and be well, maybe I spent too much on takeout, which most of us do, or I spent too much on clothing, which whatever. Obviously, you need to dress nice, but you kind of think about it and you say, maybe next month I'll buy less clothing. Maybe next month I'll go take out food less. And this way, you at least know your problem area and you can work on that while you're setting your goals and trying to get towards whatever you want. Because if you don't know where you want to go, you'll never get there because you'll never get anywhere, right? So no, you don't have to track every penny, you don't have to budget, but it's good to set goals and have an idea of where you want to get. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.